Heidi, so as I said just a few seconds ago, we are recording this special webinar, so just be mindful of that. My name is Eli Saltzman. I'm an associate research professor of Israel Studies and the director of the Gildenhorn Institute for Israel Studies at the University of Maryland at College Park. I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to Avis Koyman and Srusti Suresh for all their assistance behind the scenes, making this and all other events possible. And I would like to draw your attention to the fact that it's Avis's birthday today. So Mazel Tov, congratulations. Ad 120, until 120, as we say in Hebrew. I'd like to thank the audience for joining us today for a special webinar titled Strategic Partners, Exploring Israel-India Relations Under Modi's Leadership, featuring Dr. Lauren Dagan Amos, whom I'll introduce in just a few seconds. I'd like to mention that our next special webinar is an online event titled Narratives in Conflict, celebrating the work of Paul Sham. We will, as the title suggests, celebrate the work of our dear colleague, Professor Paul Sham, who is retiring this summer. That online event will take place on Monday, April 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern. For more information and to register, please visit www.israelstudies.umd.edu. Now for today's talk. At first glance, India and Israel might seem worlds apart, different in size, geography, historical trajectories, although they do share their British historical ancestry, if you'd like. Yet over the past few decades, they have built a dynamic and strategic partnership rooted in shared interest, mutual respect, and a growing sense of collaboration across multiple fields. This relationship has evolved significantly since the formal establishment of diplomatic relations in the early 1990s. From defense and security cooperation to technological innovation, trade, and cultural exchange, Israel and India have forged a strong connection that goes beyond government-to-government relations. Today, their partnership is driven by all kinds of sectors, including in agriculture, water management, cybersecurity, as well as space exploration. At the same time, people-to-people ties are deepening with increased academic collaboration, tourism, and cultural exchanges. In this talk, our esteemed speaker will explore the historical trajectory of Israel-India relations, their current strength, their potential for future directions, and we'll also examine how broader regional and global shifts are influencing these ties and what this means for both nations, especially in the post-October 7th Middle East that continues to evolve before our eyes. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Lauren Dagan Amos. Dr. Amos is a lecturer and researcher in the Department of Political Science and the Security Studies program at Bar-Ilan University in Israel. Her scholarly focus is India's foreign and security policy and its relationships in the Indo-Pacific region. She has extensively studied India-Israel relations, and her works explore how these two nations collaborate in areas such as technology, defense, and diplomacy, some of which we just mentioned. Dr. Amos published widely on security strategies and geopolitical dynamics under Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership. As always, she will speak for about 35 minutes or so, and then we will open the floor for questions. So please feel free to type those in the designated Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. Dr. Dagan Amos, the floor is yours, my friend. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Shalom. Lauren, please. I'm so excited to be here, and thank you so much, and I hope it's going to be interesting for you. So, in the nature, it first comes the high, and ebb and high, ebb and tide in the nature, but the relationship between Israel and India started with the low, the low connection, and we'll see that after that. And now, as you mentioned before, we are in the high relationship. So it's very interesting. And for me, the focus in India, it's you don't ask me, but I will tell you, it's very weird because in Israel, there is not a lot of expert or researcher on a politics aspect and security aspect. In India, foreign policy. If you want to know something about India, so philosophy or stuff like that, there is a lot of experts and researchers here in Israel. And for the last decade, everyone look at me and say, what you want? What is the deal with India? But I think since for 2014, something has changed, as I show you later on. But only in the 2 years, I think in Israel, they look at me different. They see how it's important and what is the role of India in the world and in our arena. So before we get to know the relationship between India and Israel, we need to learn about who is India? What is the deal over there? So India is the most populated country in the world, 1.4 billion people. It's a lot of people. And we, I look at myself like I'm one part of the India. We are the first. China was the first before, but now India reached this place, and it's for the best and for the worst. I mean, you need to feed 1.4 billion people. India is democracy, maybe not liberal democracy, and it's okay to say that, but she is democracy. India, in India society, there is caste system. So she cannot be a liberal democracy, but we have institute, election, and all the system work as democracy. Economically, India is now the world's 5th largest economy in the terms of GDP. And there is a vision of Modi, of course, in 2047 to celebrate 100 years of independence. We hope that India will be the 3rd economy. So that's why India is so important, not only for Israel, but for all the over the world. India is located in the Indo-Pacific. Indo-Pacific is the most important arena in the world right now. And it's very weird because if from Israel, I don't say we are the most important arena in the world, but no, the Indo-Pacific. We have India, China, South Korea, North Korea, Japan, very important countries that have large armies, economy, population, of course. So that's why now United States and even Europe look on the Indo-Pacific and understand that this is the big issue now in the global arena. And now India became the leader of this arena, but it wasn't like that before. Until 2014, okay, for us, for this conversation, 2014 is the game changer, okay? It's game changer because until then, India was very, look at herself inside, okay? Because all of the problems, domestic problems, rights between Hindu and Muslims, trouble with the economy, the leaders, the political leader, cannot look outside India and see how India look in the world. And not even to do a deeper relationship with other countries around India, goes without saying, outside in Indo-Pacific. And in that time, China already make the steps. She makes the big difference. She become China, BRI and stuff like that. India has a very difficult neighbors. She had, of course, China and Pakistan. The big issues, I'm going to say it in a few sentences, Pakistan and India, it starts with the Mahatma Gandhi tried to do everything he could do to make a British go away with the national strategy, struggle to quit British in India. This is how the movement was called, with Britain. Mahatma Gandhi thought that the Muslims have to be with him in this struggle. But the Muslim thought, okay, but India is going to be independent state, okay, but it's going to be secular and it's going to be democracy. And for back then, for the Muslim, it was very difficult because Muslims believe in one God. Muslims believe that democracy it's not the best political attitude for them. I'm not saying it as a point of view of myself, okay? It's very important to say that. I'm saying as a researcher, okay, objective, okay? And the Muslim thought that this is not the way the India should be. They want an independent country. And for them, Pakistan was a big vision. Mahatma Gandhi realized that this is not going to be end in a good way. And in fact, when you're doing the compromise with the Muslim and give them Pakistan, it's going to be okay between Muslims and the India society. But actually, because of the British rule, there is some problem with the Jammu and Kashmir. It's states in India, the most beautiful, really amazing place in the world. Do after that Google photos and you can see that. And until that day, no one knows who actually ruled in Jammu and Kashmir. But the important story is that before India got independent from the British, it was not colonial, but every state that you knew today have a Raj that ruled in this state. And in Jammu and Kashmir, there was a majority of Muslims, but the king, the Raj, was Hindi. So the Indian want to be connect with India, but the Muslim population want to be with Pakistan. And until that day, we have a big issue with that border. Not the same story, but India and China have a trouble with a border that because of British did not manage this issue. This border until now it's in conflict between India and China. But actually until 2022, beside 1962, I'm sorry, there wasn't any big issue between India and China about this border. Because the opposite of Jammu and Kashmir, this border is very high. There's only sky over there. And I always say the gods, it's over there also. So no one really wants to live there. But it's it's a principle. Who is going to have the control on this border, China or India? And this is the era that India is, this is the geopolitical arena that India is working in this situation. Before I'm going to, before I'm going to speak about India and Israel, the natural partners, I want to read you something. And I want you to think who this person say this phrase. If recognition comes tonight, then this is, in terms of recognition, the most important one. After that, United States and the Soviet Union. And it's not less important than this. David Ben-Gurion, our first prime minister, said this quote. I'm always giving this quote because it's very important for two things. For one, to see how David Ben-Gurion was a big strategy. I mean, he saw India, the importance of India back in 1950. Before September 1950, India recognized Israel, but that's all, just recognized. But you can see in this phrase that how David Ben-Gurion saw the important role of India and why it's so important for Israel. And for me, I always look on this after 17 years, and in the same quote, it's very important because now we see how India is big and important in the global arena, and of course in our arena. India and Israel. Actually, my research and this presentation is not relevant because there are two countries, they are democracy, okay? We can speak about liberal, of course. Two countries that suffered from the British rule, two democracy that suffer from Islam radical inside and outside, okay? So theoretically, what you want from us? But this is why it's so interesting, because as I say, until 1915, India did not recognize Israel, and only in January 29, 1992, India and Israel formally do the relationship as a formal between them. But why? So it's very difficult to say, but sorry, but I found that the main reason for this complex relationship is the Israeli-Palestine conflict. Why you say that? Why India matter about Israeli-Palestine conflict? But that's why this presentation is so important, and that's why my research is important. Because Mahatma Gandhi, as I said before, when he did the national struggle, and when Pakistan was created, Mahatma Gandhi said, okay, there is a lot of Muslim here in India, and we have now Pakistan, new enemy, and we need to do whatever India need to do, whatever she can do, to make the Arab world with India on her side. And Mahatma Gandhi was a very smart person. It's a very complex person, but very smart. You cannot take it from him. And he saw how the Palestine-Israel conflict back then, it's going to be a very important factor in the global arena. And after Pakistan was created and was the big partition, that for India was trauma, very, very important, and suffered from the partition trauma, because 1 million people was killed in this trauma. And it was very, very big issue. And as Israeli, I always think about the Holocaust and now October 7th, stuff like that. But and it's exactly like they fought in the partition, India. And for Mahatma Gandhi and then Jawaharlal Nehru as the first Prime Minister of India, they say, and they create the foreign policy of India until this day, that said, no one in the world going to suffer again from the partition. And that's why India voted against the vote in the UN when they say in November 1947 that was create Israel and Palestine, because there was afraid from this partition. And Mahatma Gandhi said that we need to pick the narrative of the Palestine because they are the victims, because they are the weaker in this conflict. They look like the weaker. Oh, and the Jewish are smarter, and the Jewish are related to Europe, related to the West. Now, India, it's a country that suffered 100 years from the British rule. And for the India, specific for Mahatma Gandhi, he said, this connection between Zionism and British and United States, it's imperialism. And we don't want again this regime. So we need to do everything so that this partition and this imperialism will not exist. So I think, and I know that Mahatma Gandhi wasn't anti-Semitic. It's not that, but it was realpolitik. everyone always told me, no, it's ideologic and it's very important, you know, and spiritual and stuff like that. But I said, no, you underestimate Mahatma Gandhi, because he was very realpolitik and saw how this conflict, Israel-Palestine, going to shape our world, and how India need to be not to took the, you know, to pick the one horse in this side. And because of the historic of India, they didn't want to do any that make worse the India Muslim riots. Wait, sorry. Okay. In my research, I just I make some different in the period. We're going to speak on the Cold War, the 90s, and 2020 and 2014. Because I think it's a very important period that what I'm going to say, it's going to be examining what my research, what I found in my research. The Cold War, of course, USSR and United States, the world was was part of the West and part of the East. India, after 100 years of British rule, was in a big mess, economically, education, every aspect in our life. India was in a big mess after British rule. So that's why, as a practical thought, Jawaharlal Nehru thought, okay, we cannot go with the USSR and we cannot go with United States, because we need to do non-alignment. Non-alignment is a terrorist said we are not going with in the Cold War. Okay, it's very important. Non-alignment speak about the Cold War, that we cannot go with the United States, we cannot go with the USSR. Why? Because India needs all the resources from United States, from USSR, so she can rebuild herself after this colonial history. But it's very interesting to realize that actually India during the Cold War signed with USSR about agreement, friendly agreement, that actually said that USSR gave India food, weapon, and diplomacy assistance in the international forums. In the meantime, United States back then saw the Cold War as like, if you don't go with us, you are against us. Zero game, actually. And United States never realized, from my perspective until this day, did not understand India, not the culture, not the language, not the system. Although they are democracy, although they speak English, because I always said, you know, the famous phrase, the monkeys cannot hear, cannot speak, cannot see. This is the connection between India and United States. And United States chose Pakistan during the Cold War. And for India, it was a big mistake, huge mistake, because Pakistan is the enemy. And why you go with them? You need to go with me. I'm democracy, I speak in English. So why Pakistan? Why the big enemy? And actually, this is a very big issue until this day in the foreign policy of India. Whenever whoever goes with Pakistan, they are the enemy for us. We cannot play with whoever go with Pakistan. Why its connection to the Israeli-Palestine conflict? Because India, as I said, chose USSR during the Cold War. And actually, USSR during the Cold War chose in the Middle East, Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Yom Kippur War, 6 Days War. Russia was always there beside the Arab world. And for India, the choose non-alignment movement thought, okay, I have enough confidence to be against Israel because I need the Arab world with me, on my side, for all the things that going with Pakistan. Let me do some spoiler. India never got the support from the Arab world about Pakistan. Nasser, the leader of Egypt back then, never gave Nehru the support he needed. They were fans, they were speaking together, okay, but in Egypt, Syria, whatever, never give India the support she needed. But USSR give India this support. And United States, of course, did not realize what is this thing. India, they are not with us. We are not to do with that. We're not to do with them anything. The relationship between USSR and India during the Cold War was deeper and deeper and deeper. That's why if you want to understand why India and Russia today, they are bestie, you need to understand the history. History is very important every time. I think as in a context, it's very important because now we can see things that I can understand and explain because I know the history. Because I know India and USSR was very closer friendship in the Cold War, and USSR gave India a lot of really food, okay, and weapon in the war or with because India went to war with Pakistan in 1965, 1971, and she needed this help. And of course, in the international forums, USSR gave India the support, okay? So when the Cold War was end and USSR was collapsed, India was in a very bad position because they went with USSR. And United States, of course, won, and USSR was collapsed. And for India, it was a big issue because for the first time, they had to do big change in the foreign policy and even the economic system. Because until 1991, don't take me on the specific date, okay? But until 1991, India was a soft socialism. But in 1991, when India understand that now United States is the big power in the international arena, she need to do all the changes to be close to United States. And India was in a very difficult economic situation. And because she didn't have any help from outside, because USSR was collapsed, India did everything to change, to make a difference in the foreign policy, in the security policy, in the economic policy. When you straight a relationship with United States, you need to do some things. And some of these things is to be okay and to make the relationship better with other countries like Israel. And the leaders in India realized that. And it was a very good situation because back then, Israel and some Arab countries here in the Middle East was doing normalization. Madrid streaming community and Oslo agreements. And for India, it was very good because, okay, our world is normalized relationship with Israel, so why not me? I can earn from this situation. And of course, Israel was in another position in the world, and she told United States, if India wanted to be more involved in Middle East, she need to be normalization with me, because you cannot act like that you're only acting with our world, but not with me. It's very important to say that India was very against Israel, but Israel always in backstage was always favor India. And in Pakistan war 1971, General Jacob, it's a Jewish, of course, Indian Jewish, he was the guy that sent to the border between India and Pakistan to sign the agreement. And Israel sent to India some stuff, some weapons, some food, so that India could go and handle with this war. And I think, I'm sorry for my point of view, but I think it's for the first time I saw that Israel did something good in the foreign policy. She was very, all this year when India did not see Israel as a good relationship and stuff like that, Israel was very consistent with this attitude, and it was paid for her, because India always was grateful for this opportunity with Israel. So in January 1992, India and Israel finally do the relationship, make the relationship formal. So then you say, okay, your research was ended. But no, I found that even if the formal relationship between India and Israel, back the fact of India that the Arab world can be against her, and the Muslim in India can do something very bad because of India and Israel getting closer together. They are still thought that the India need to do in a low perspective with Israel. She cannot do anything publish or very impressive move with her. It's as example, if Israel sent back then the president Ezer Weizman to India for a visit, India bring to Israel, the bureaucratic level. She didn't bring the high level. And if Indian person from the government came to Israel back then, he had to go to Ramallah, because it was the zero game situation. You cannot do something with Israel without the Palestine. You always need to do a balance. 1998, it's a very important year because of BJP, the right wing of in India political government became established government. And for the first time, I thought, okay, now it's going to be good between India and Israel. But even then, the government did not do a big step with Israel in the relationship, in the security, in the economic levels. 1991, Kargil crisis. For the first time, India and Pakistan, two countries with a nuclear weapon, went to war. And it was the first time that the world faced with that scary crisis, because for the first time, two countries with nuclear weapon went to war each other. Israel was again very consistent, play a very important role in this crisis. Intelligence, IDF, I cannot say exactly who sent this, but Israel sent to India intelligence photograph and maps that actually make India win in this crisis because of the information. And even in the weapon crisis, because United States put sanctions on India because of the war, Israel helped India with this situation. Until that day, I know for a fact that there are many Indians that are grateful and remember this situation, that Israel would stand alone India. And for India, back since 1999, I can see how they're grateful and how the Indian people think very positive on Israel's side. But because of the problem in the domestic political aspect, non-stability government, non-stability political system in India, the leaders cannot see up the situation. They always look on the domestic situation. Congress Party, the left wing in India political arena, back to the rule after 1990, sorry, and become very corrupt. India was again in a very bad situation in the economic aspect, in the security aspect, and all of this was making the way to the rule and the Modi factor, as I call it, in 2014. The election of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2014 marked significant turning point in India's foreign policy, and even, as I say, can I say, a defense policy, as I show you later, including its approach to Israel. Modi is a Hindu nationalist and a longtime member of RSS. Please don't make me to say the full name of this party, a right-wing nationalist organization, born to a tea seller. It's very important because Modi always said that I'm the son of the tea seller that sell tea every afternoon in the train, and I went to my father to help him, etc., etc. And it's important because Modi is creation of the RSS, because RSS realized in 1947 that they are not going to rule India because of the left party Congress that rule in India, and they realized they need to do something from bottom up, to go and to put to make a education from the nationalist education, to do some charities active, and in this way to make sure that the Indians realize what is the nationalist ideologic and why it's so important. And Narendra Modi, it's really the best example and the best creature that RSS can brought. Modi came with a vision that said that India it has a bigger part in the world. It's not like United States, but India is a very important regional player, but also worldwide player. It's a global power. India, it's a global power, and that's how she needs to be hacked like that. And if during the Cold War period, India was non-alignment, and after that, she kept with this ideology of non-alignment, but there wasn't a Cold War, but okay. Modi came with multi-alignments. And if we could do some theoretical philosophy, logic thought, I can say that non-alignment and multi-alignment actually is the same, because you don't have a pure agenda, and you don't go with you don't have a very strong ideology. You go with everyone. You can go with French, you can go with Israel, you can go with Palestine, you can go with Iran, you can go with Russia, you can go with whatever makes very good for the India interest. India, as I say, maintains strong relationships simultaneously with Israel and Palestine, with Iran and USA, etc. And the approach reflects Modi emphasis on India's national interest over range ideological lines. Now, when it comes to India-Israel relationship, Modi play a formative role. He was the first Indian prime minister to visit Israel in 2017, breaking a long-standing diplomatic taboo. This visit marked 25 years of formal diplomatic ties between India and Israel. And unlike previous Indian leaders, Modi did not step to Ramallah. He came to he came to Israel, and after 3 months, he went to Ramallah. He doesn't see the necessary to balance this relationship. Why is that? Because Modi was the chief minister of Gujarat in 2003, and he came to Israel because in Gujarat there was a big issue of agriculture and water. And for the India, Israel doing in the water arena and agriculture, for them, we are a miracle, okay? So they always collaborate with us in these subjects. And Modi remember the visit in Netafim. Netafim, it's a very big, important company with the dealing with the water issues. And until that day, I know he had a picture. He's smiling in the picture and in the Netafim, in Netafim company. So he has a organic remember that Israel is good. And of course, you know about the security and defense relationship that is going backstage between Israel and India. Under Modi, Israel has become a strategic partner in defense, counterterrorism, innovation, agriculture, cybersecurity. Actually, this day there is a delegation from India about cyber security. Today, Israel-India is the third largest arms supplier. We and Russia always fought about the second phase. The security cooperation between these two countries depend significantly. There is also symbolic shift. Modi brought India-Israel relationship into the public spotlight. Until 2014, 4 ambassadors told me when I interviewed them for my PhD, they told me we were the the Pilegesh, the woman that we are not married with her, my lover, sorry, the lover, and Modi put Israel on the table, very in the spot, in the public eye spot. It reflects, and this shift is not only visible in diplomatic visitors, it reflects in India voting patterns, in UN even. Until 2014, India always voted against Israel in Israeli-Palestine votes and Israeli-Arab votes. But from 2014, India, sorry, it's not voting, abstain. For us, in the diplomatic aspect, it's very important. But in Israel-Arab issues, India still vote against Israel. Again, it's because of the basic attitude in the foreign policy that we are not dealing with the Arab world. Palestine, it's a different situation. Another important moment came on October 7, 2023, of course, following the Hamas attack. Modi was the first leader, the world leader, that tweet then in Twitter and expressed clear solidarity with Israel. This reaction was shaped not just by geopolitical interest, but also by internal political dynamics. Hamas is Sunni, and the riots between Hindus and Muslims inside India, it's Sunni. Okay, there is Shia and Sunni, and the Indians suffer from the Sunnah. And for them, Hamas, it's like what they are dealing back their own. And in tone and the visibility on the strategic depth of India and Israel relationship. His foreign policy is driven by pragmatism, power projection, and national interest. And it's that framework Israel viewed as a viable, reliable partner. Modi consider Israel it's a very big, reliable partner in all the defense aspect, water, of course, and agriculture. But as I said always to our MOFA, water and agriculture, it's nice to have, but today you have a bigger competition with Japan and South Korea and stuff like that. Israel need to do something else with India, not only security. We need to do maybe cyber AI. We need to open the options with India. It's very important to say that Israel see India as a strategic partner, but I don't know if India look on us like that. And it's very important because today India become, as I say, very region power country in the world, and she go with everyone, with French, with South Korea, with Germany, all Europe, all United States. And Israel need to do something unique so India can still look on Israel as a actor that make good to India, to the national interest of India. For the Palestine, it's very weird, but India always said we are in favor of two-state solution, we are in favor of Palestine, etc., etc. But when I look what India gave to Palestine, it's very sad because India, when the people Palestine in a bad situation, she always give $5 million for the Palestine, and that's all. Today in the UN, as I say, she is abstain in vote. So even the diplomatic help, India did not give to the Palestine. So I want to say Modi balance between Israel and Palestine, but because, and remember, he's a right wing, he's a nationalist, he saw India as Hindu, not a multicultural country. So it's really effect on the Palestine. Wait. Thank you so much. I know it was a little bit difficult because I'm very excited, but I will try to be more better language, better English now in the Q&A. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dagan Amos. This was very, very insightful. I think that we have a couple of questions already, but I would strongly encourage you in the audience to type more of those. So my question, and I'm going to take the advantage of the fact that I'm hosting this in a way or moderating this, and I'll ask you a question. It seems like that despite the geopolitical considerations, there's a lot to say about the personal chemistry between Modi and Benjamin Netanyahu. It's not just about the politics of it or the strategic interests, as you perhaps said, but there's a lot of it that is about the interpersonal connection, this idea that they share values perhaps, as well as being besties, good friends. How do you think about that?
So you're going to be disappointed. Because Modi and Bibi, maybe they are good friends. I don't know how prime minister, can be friends, logistical, but it's very important. Modi, it's a nationalist, ideological. Bibi, it's not nationalist, ideological. I'm sorry. Modi and Bibi, I know that you have the famous picture, Modi and Bibi on the beach, but one after this picture was talking, attack, India and Israel signed a very big agreement about water. So it's not a personal aspect, it's very pragmatical. And this is very important that you go out with this presentation. Modi is very pragmatic. If he need Israel, so Bibi will be his friend. If we need Israel for the weapon, for the water, for the agriculture, for the cyber, etc., Bibi will be good for him. And Bibi know, especially in that days, that India is a very important actor. So we need to do everything to be in favor of Modi. And the last sentence, Modi, as I say, it's nationalist, right. For him, Bibi is not. If you know the political arena here in Israel, not even Itamar Ben-Gvir is enough nationalist for Modi.
That is a very interesting observation. We talked about the bilateral relationship between the two countries. So another question that we have now is, how do you factor in the United States? How do you factor in Trump? Does that change the calculus from India's perspective, from Delhi's perspective, from Modi's perspective, now that Trump is back in the White House, trying to reshuffle the relationship that the United States has with key allies, both in Europe and the Asia Pacific?
So I have another presentation about geopolitical in India. So it's another lecture if you want, but you're going to be disappointed again. I think that Trump and Modi are going to clash because Trump wants America great again. It's okay. Modi wants making India. Making India say India great, not again, but great. And these interests are not coming together because Modi wants that Trump will invest it in India, and Trump wants that India stop taking money and etc. in the United States. I think, and you know what? No, I don't think, but some in the MOFA and all the stuff like that, people think that now India will need Israel because of Trump. But actually, I don't know what's going to be between Trump and Bibi. So I think maybe sometimes Bibi will need Modi for that. Because Trump, when he came now to the president, he saw, because Modi and Trump was meeting, he saw different India. India of 2024, it's much stronger. Again, economically, defense, the prestige of India are much higher than it was in the last term of Trump. So I think Trump, and again, I cannot gamble on Trump, okay, I'm sorry. I think Trump realized that India and Modi are in a different situation now, and maybe they are going to be, that can speak with each other, and they don't need, a third side.
All righty. Another question is about the media coverage of the war in Gaza. How do Indian media outlets report, cover, address the recent conflict? And if I can add to that kind of a small add-on, how does it impact, if at all, public opinion of Israel in India itself?
So it's very interesting. As I said, the riots between Hindu and Muslim came from the Sunnah, and Hamas is Sunnah. So for India, it's a very complex attitude, because for them, October 7, it's not good. Not in the leave Israel aside, okay? It's not good because India depends on technology of Israeli. And this technology, it's in the Pakistan border. And they are dealing with in the riots of Muslim and Hindu, they use our technology and weapon system. So for them, October 7 was a big failure on the Israeli side. They're really angry about this situation. For them, whatever IDF will do in Gaza, okay, they can do now, Pakistan, inside India, whatever. So it's very complex how they cover and see this situation. But there is not a voice that say, oh, Israel is the worst, or we're against Israel, and etc., because of the pragmatic thought, because of the pragmatic attitude of India.
Sorry, I was muted. We have a question from the audience, another question from the audience. Does India see itself as a rising power, or is it already a power? And the reason for the question is, according to the member of the audience, is that while India may be suffering more than other countries from the Houthi blocking of the Red Sea, it refrained from any confrontation with them. They didn't join the United States military campaign or the British. So how do you square these two off?
Wow, amazing question. It's very important. For Modi, India, it's a global power. Now you interact like that. Now, why doesn't India involved in the Houthis and stuff like that? Because of Iran. Iran and India have a good relationship, historic relationship. The Hindu very respect the Persian culture, and the Persian culture very respect Hinduism. And India and Iran was in good relationship because of the oil. And India invest in Chabahar port, not because of Iran, because Pakistan, India doesn't have any exit to the sea, to the East Asia. And India needs Chabahar port. And in the last May, India invest very big, invest in Chabahar. That's why India cannot do anything with the Houthis, even though Iran attacked actually India. Okay, India was very upset. There was very upset a message to Iran backstage, but she cannot do anything because the relationship with East Asia and Russia especially are even important than Iran. And I will say another thing, India see Israeli-Palestine conflict as a domestic conflict. And for India, domestic conflict, we are not involved. Like Russia-Ukraine. I know it's very surprised, but India see Russia-Ukraine, okay, it's your problem, domestic. We are not going to be involved with that. I have 1 billion people to feed. Dr. Jaishankar, from external minister, said that I need to feed 1.4 billion people. I cannot deal with moral and stuff like that. This is your domestic, this is your apocratic West attitude, whatever you do.
So it seems like Iran plays a significant role, but at the same time, so if we take it back to the Israeli side of the equation, so to speak, Iran kind of constitutes a major long-term, certainly the nuclear part of it is long-term or medium-term at the moment, but certainly some of the clashes that took place between Israel and Iran over the past couple of years, how does Delhi square that one off? Is it because it's not a domestic issue, it's a regional issue, it has implications for regional stability, it can challenge the relationship between India and Israel, perhaps, arms sales and so on and so on, technology transfers. So how do they kind of balance this relationships?
I tell you a story. Whenever I speak with the Indians about Iran, they say, because Iran is Shia. India doesn't have problem with Shia. When we say Iran is bad, Shia is the worst, they are doing a terrible thing, etc., etc., India said, no, they give us oil. I have Chabahar. They are good people. No, pragmatic. You have problem with each other, do whatever you want. But India, the same as China, doesn't want an Iran nuclear weapon. This is a very big issue for them. But again, India will not do anything because in the basic of the foreign policy, after 100 years of rule of imperial rule, they doesn't want to be involved or to say another country what to do. That's why India very believe that if you want to change the relationship with the country, do with their stuff, do with their agreement, do with their relationship. But India will never say to another country what you need to do.
All righty. So one final question just before we adjourn for the day. How do you see the future of Israel-India relations? Is Israel heading in a positive direction? Are there any points of contention, any sticking points, something that might foil and derail the relationship, or is it all cozy, warm, and fuzzy?
No, it's not warm and cozy, but Israel should be rethinking about the relationship with India and how Israel needs to be more strategic for India. Israel needs to stop see India as, oh, India. Oh, it's the place where we go to travel, we do stuff like that. Oh, it's spiritual. No. Israel needs to do rethinking, need to change the way, the attitude that Israel is acting. Israel needs to do a lot of things to show Modi and India why Israel is important. Israel need to be stronger in the Gaza conflict, because the Indian look on us and say, okay, whatever they do, we can do also. And it's very problematic, but India, again, is the leader of the Indo-Pacific. It's a strategic partnership with United States, strategic partnership with the European European countries. Israel need to reshape their thinking and their attitude.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Dr. Amos Dagan, for a fantastic talk, for a very interesting and insightful one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to the members of the audience. And I'd like to remind you all that our next event will be Narratives in Conflict, celebrating the work of Paul Sham. This will take place on Monday, April 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern online. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Thank you so much.